Okay, just a little bit gameplay with Spell Druid. It's the deck with the 2 times Glowfly, 2 times Scale of Onyxia. Seems like right now this is the getting the best deck with the Kazakusan Spell Druid.
Lunar versus Illidan.
You dare enter my realm.
The forest fights back.
Oh, it's a hard decision. It's a nice card for the start because of something like this. Usually you get an Innervate or Lightning Bloom when you play this on the first turn. Yeah, to be honest, why not throwing Kazakusan immediately? Because we have the Wildheart Guff already. We have the Overgrowth. We can now draw 3 more cards. That's very nice, the Fungal Fortunes, when you have already Kazakusan. You have not to be worried that you are throwing it away. Okay. That was definitely bad for me. I got the Guff back, that is good. We'll go for another win condition with Arbor Up and Glowfly.
This'll be good.
They will never catch me.
Growth and life and happiness and friends.
Yeah, why not this?
Job's done.
Why not this? Seems like we have to play this game without Kazakusan. Yeah, I guess that's a good example to show this deck. I will play the Glowfly first. Or should I? Should I play this and get a lot of armor? No, I will play the Glowflies. Let us see what he's doing with this. I wanna... Okay. Can we do something else? If he clears the board, I have an Onyxia scale. If he's not clearing the board, he will get a lot of damage.
They will never catch me.
Pleasure doing business. Pleasure doing business.
So crazy for me to play this play style because for me it seems like he already had drawn his complete deck twice. Now he got this I don't know. Is there any Arbor Up cast twice? Yeah, or and then should be that, I guess. I will try it. I did not really count it, but you should. It's a crazy. This game was a very good example for the spell druid. For this deck list with the spell druid, there are a lot of different spell druid deck lists right now. That makes the deck very interesting for me. And I think for other players, you see it a lot in the ladder, I guess, by yourself. But this deck list has also this, you know, this Glowfly Swarm, the Onyxia scale, Arbor Up, and with the Solar Eclipse that your next spell this turn casts twice, you can make things like you saw it right now. Oh, I guess it's a control warrior. It's something that I super hate to play against. It's just makes zero fun. I cannot understand why player playing this deck. Should I do that? I think I should do that, huh? Playing this and getting two empty mana crystals. Yeah. Or maybe even Guff directly? Nah. Yeah, maybe I should have played Guff.
Mind if I roll need?
This will be good.
Okay, draws a card. Oh, I'm getting 1 damage. Next turn I play Guff. Ah, it's a charge rush warrior? Onyxia scale, very good card. But sadly I'm still not knowing against which. Should I play this right now and draw Kazakusan? I have to scale then for the next turn and then Kazakusan. Yeah, why not? So I definitely have the win condition in my hand. And I hope the warrior cannot put it back in my deck, like the demon hunter.
Wretched story. Loot.
It burns in my eyes when I see that somebody is playing a... He would draw a card
Think
when I
of
attack it, but he will do it anyway, so should I attack it with 3 of them and I only have 4 left? Is this really good for me? Should I cast it twice and deal 3 damage times? Just get a mana crystal?
think of think.
Oh man. Not sure about what I'm doing.
Ultimate potion.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think I play this. I know that maybe it looks strange, but drawing a card, okay. I think it's my first or my second game against Judge Warrior, so I don't know if he has a lot of board clear like the Control Warrior. Maybe it was a super bad turn that I did, but I played a card, got a mana crystal. He seems like feeling safe when he's trading 8 armor away. I could kill him when I throw armor up. Sadly, I cannot throw armor up. Okay. He was knowing that he has this card. Yeah, could be better, could be worse. It's really a question, should I Kazakusan?
This must be the way. That rope's burning again.
To be honest, I don't even know exactly what I'm doing here right now. As I said, it's my first or my second game against the Charge Warrior, Rush Warrior. So it's hard for me to predict what is happening. I mean, I would say I just try to kill him, and that's the best what I can do. Okay.
High five. That rope's burning again.
Definitely feels strange to play against him. I don't know what is he preparing? Is he preparing to OTK me? Is he clearing my board right now? I mean, I have 2 other boards that I can completely fill. It feels strange. I feel strong. I will get 12 armor now. Okay, he gets 10 armor. That's also a lot. I guess he is he killing one? Ah, okay. He's killing my board. It's fine.
High five!
I just want to give him a little bit of pressure because, yeah, it feels very strange for me this game. He has board clear, sadly. Maybe I should have just played Kazakusan and that's it. I was thinking too much. But this is happening when you don't know your own deck very good and you don't know the deck of the opponent. It makes you thinking too much and not just playing what you have to play. I still have 2 times full board. I can draw 3 cards next turn. If he's not clearing my board and I draw 3 cards and I get Arbor Up, he's getting 8 armor. That definitely means he's scared. He will get another 4 armor with his hero power if he kills one of my minions. Okay, he doesn't need to do that.
This is not what we stood for.
The question is, that does he have now?
This must be the way.
That's it. See, now I have another board clear. He played now 2 times the card that kills, that makes 5 damage to all my minions. I have to look for this card. How is the name? Has he Kazakusan by his own in this deck? Ah, Shield Shatter, deal 5 damage to all minions, cost 1 less for each armor I have. Maybe he has Kazakusan by his own.
Frost Wolves to the front line! Frost Wolves to the front line!
It's unbreakable! The horde is unbreakable!
Strike! Then strike harder!
The horde is unbreakable!
Ah, okay. Wow. Now you see what this Charge Warrior can do. I definitely did not take him serious. That was a big mistake by myself. I played against him like, yeah, whatever he can do, it's not killing me, and it was a mistake. Yeah? He could kill me. So let's see what we can do in the next game. I hope it's not a mirror game, and I hope it's not a...
Lunara versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer!
The
forest fights back.
Shaman, okay, Shaman. Maybe this for early kill on one of his minions. Oh, nice. That's a good starting hand. Maybe Lightning Bloom would be nice, but no complain. Quest Shaman, okay. 2 times Overgrowth, definitely not a bad draw. Now I kind of hope he plays a minion that I just can kill with Lunar Eclipse, then next turn nothing dangerous so I can play just my Overgrowth.
The storm is in me.
Could be very strong later. Is super bad right now because I only have Kazakusan. Maybe just this for having something. Killing this minion. Yeah, and just having something on my hand.
Job's done.
I hope they are not destroying the Kazakusan. Power.
Frost bites sharper than fang.
Now let her end. Growth and life and happiness and friends.
Not sure why he did. Or did he not? I think he was reading, but he's just drawing cards.
There is little time. We hunger for vengeance.
Water is life.
Okay, next spell costs more, but
There is little time. My greatest creation, the treasure hoard. That rope's burning again. Job done.
yeah, I'm playing here on my AU Smurf. It's low legend.
Overwhelming.
Low legend, so you definitely play against good players. There always can be better ones, but you never know. Destroy a minion. Easy peasy. I draw a card. It's not worth to destroy another minion. I would like to remove this thing here.
Think, Guff. Think.
So I need, how much mana I need? I need 5, 7. Can I get 7 mana? Yeah, with this. Then I play this, and then I play the Arbor Up. I guess he has to clear my board. It's okay, I have the Locust.
Magic? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, seems like he's not clearing my board. He's definitely prepared for that. Yeah, you have a lot of possibilities, opportunities with this deck, options. That makes it so fun to play. For sure, the treasure thing is a little bit of gambling.
There's little time.
5 treasures you can choose. At the end they are random, but I think you always have like 2 or 3 good. I can remember one game where I had a really only bad Thrashers, I would say. That was sad. What should I do here? When I fill the board, I only have 3 and they make 6 damage. 6 damage plus 10 is 16, 20 damage. It would be... Yeah, why not making this? And then making that. And get a mana crystal. Maybe he will play now the freeze elemental. That would be not cool, but okay. He can destroy it. Oh, maybe he destroys. Okay. He destroys on my board. Depending on what he's doing after it, it is okay because I have another locust. That makes the locust so hard, crazy because it's a twin spell. I mean, come on, a twin spell. Twin spell that makes 14 damage for 8 mana, and you have the 2/2s on the board. And he made me a lot of damage. I think I will first play this to clear these things here. Can I get something to help me out to survive if he has lethal? I don't know.
That rope's burning again.
Spike glass. Okay.
Job done. The elements unbound flow through me.
Is there something that he can do to kill me right now or to clear my board? With 5. What, he has 5 mana?
More bones to gnaw on.
What card he played? Ah, okay. Not that bad for him. I mean, he cannot know what cards I have. From that point of view, he definitely made the right thing. And GG. So, what did I show you? I think 3 games. It's a lot of time, 3 games with a spell druid. With my Aggro Druid deck, I make like 6-7 games in 35 minutes. I think now I did 3. what was it? 2 wins, 1 lose, 1 loss. The loss was a little bit, yeah, okay. At the end of the day, you see the deck is working. I will show it to you a little bit more close here. A more closer look on it. That's the deck list that I was playing right now here. You have 2 times the Innervate, 2 times the Lightning Bloom. Why? I guess no real explanation needed. When you have a really lucky draw, like for example, you have 2 Lightning Blooms in your hand and the Onyxia of the Scale of Onyxia or the Kazakusan or maybe the Wildheart Guff, you can make crazy things very early, putting hard pressure on the enemy. That is very hard to handle. Besides, they have very good board clear. Some decks have it, some decks not, but they have to invest a lot. With this deck, the good thing is it's not you have only one win condition, the Kazakusan. You also have a win condition with Glowfly Swarm, Arbor Up, with Scale of Onyxia, putting Arbor Up on it. Arbor Up is very dangerous for the enemy together with the Solar Eclipse, because I guess you know, when you have already 7 mana and you play it, all minions get +4/+2 +4/+2 because it gets casted double. When you have a full board or nearly a full board and you play Solar Eclipse and Arbor Up, it's like 20 to 30 damage, depends on exactly what you have on the board, but very crazy. Even without Solar Eclipse, it's a very strong combo to play the Glowfly Swarm and the Arbor Up. You have nothing on the board, and you play Solar Eclipse and Arbor Up is also very good. You get a 6/3. You get 2 6/3 trees and 2 4/3. That's also very strong. And I mean, what should I say about Kazakusan? I guess everybody know it. I have another Spell Druid deck guide that shows you a little bit more about the treasures. Usually you have from 5, you can choose 5 treasures. It's a little bit gambling, but at the end of the day, you usually have like minimum 2 or 3 that are very good. I highly recommend the Locust. It's a very strong card. The card where you can silence a minion and summon a 10/10 copy is also awesome, because you know when the enemy has a strong minion, it's maybe hard to come through it. You can just silence it first and then you kill it and then you get a 10/10 copy of it. I mean, what should I say about it? This time the snakes had poisonous and rush helped me also. So you have to learn a little bit about the deck and how to play it and the treasures. I would still recommend to play Kazakusan as early as possible. Not so hard forced than in maybe the decks that only have the Kazakusan as win condition, but still I would prefer to play it early, because it gives a lot of pressures on the enemy's shoulders. If you have a bad draw with the treasures, okay, then maybe it was a bad idea. But yeah, usually you know the treasures are so strong that I would recommend to play Kazakusan as early as possible. But if you know you have a good turn right now and you don't need to make a Lightning Bloom to cast Kazakusan, so you just can maybe make a Glowfly Swarm and see if your enemy is clearing the board. If he's clearing your board, you can play the Kazakusan. If he's not clearing your board, you can play the Arbor Up and attack the enemy, so you have definitely more win conditions. Maybe it's better to play first the deck with only Kazakusan as win condition inside, because it is more easy to play. You have only one win condition, and that's Kazakusan. That means you have to try to draw it. You have to handle the mana things and things like this. So that's a nice deck to learn how to play Spell Druid. This deck list is seems like right now the strongest one. You can play Fungal Fortunes. If you draw Kazakusan and you throw it, discard it because of that, it's definitely could lead you sometimes to a loss. It's a super strong card when you have Kazakusan already on your hand, because drawing 3 cards for 3 mana is awesome, especially when you can hold all of them because you don't have minions anymore. And but this card can also decide the game before without Kazakusan, because as I said, if you draw 3 cards and you draw the right things and you already have a board and maybe you play it on turn 8 and you draw the Arbor Up or something like this, you know, you can just crush the enemy. It's a very fun to play deck. That's also the reason why you see it a lot on the ladder. What is his weakness? The weakness is definitely when the enemy has a very strong early game. That can give you a lot of pressures, and maybe you cannot regenerate anymore from that. Yeah, this is the main weakness that this deck has. Very strong aggro decks because you are limited in board clear. I mean, okay, yeah, you have the Lunar Eclipse, yeah, you have the Scale of Onyxia, that is a board clear if you can play it with a Lightning Bloom on turn 5, or maybe with a Lightning and Innervate on turn 4 already. You can clear enemies' board, definitely. That's why I also recommend this deck as the strongest right now for Spell Druid. But yeah, it definitely has its weaknesses. It is good in the meta. Let me just show you quick. If I can do that. Yeah, I have here Legend Top 1000, it's not necessary. I just go on the last 3 days. I go on Diamond through Legend because that gives you a wide overview of everything. You see the Acroton Druid is super strong. That's my, to be honest, that's my most preferred deck at the moment. I played both accounts on Legend with this deck. It's even stronger now because a lot of people play Spell Druid, and it's super strong against Spell Druid. I think it's the best deck against Spell Druid. And you see the Spell Druid is just here. It's in the mid of tier 2. That means it's still a very good deck. It gets a little bit higher on the higher gameplay, on the higher Legend Top 1000. It is, I think, it is a little bit higher on tier 2. No, I didn't. It's the same, just less. Okay, it's just less decks here inside. So yeah, people are still figuring out what is exactly the best deck list, I guess, how to play against most decks. When we click on it here right now, can we find okay, sorry, I see that I did not show you my thing. Just a little resume. Diamond through Legend last 3 days. It's in tier 2, in the middle of tier 2 here, Spell Druid. That makes it definitely very good to play. It's, like I said, fun to play if you like Druid, if you don't like this aggro taunt play, aggro taunt Druid or beast play, I definitely recommend you the Spell Druid. It's better than the old Ram Druid, so that's the new Ram Druid at the end of the day, but it's called Spell Druid because it has only spells besides Kazakusan. Yeah, it's in a very good state, and it's not OP. That means, like, I don't see nerfs coming, to be honest. Many people cry for nerfs against Kazakusan, but no, it is not necessary, I would say. I don't see it necessary, even in Legend Top 1000. It's nothing changing. It's just the tier 2 is very less deck list inside. It's still in the middle of tier 2. That's completely fine. It has 51% win rate. The best 51% win rate. The best one has 43.5. I think the meta is well balanced right now. What some people are think it's annoying is you see a lot of Druids. Yeah, that's correct, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Druid decks that are very good playable. Most other classes have only 1 or 2 tier list deck lists, but this is changing. Like you see, I think the Shaman has also a lot of deck lists. there are at the moment like 2 or 3 deck lists of the Hunter. Warrior is getting back with control and charge, and even the Quest Warrior seems like playable again. So there's nothing bad to say about this deck. I think it will receive no nerfs. Definitely also no buffs. Matchups are, you can see it here, the matchups, like I said, Beast Druid super strong, Taunt Druid is like you have like no chance to win. Besides the enemy has a very bad draw. I mean 16%, that is like, that is crazy. That means like you cannot win when the enemy has not the worst possible mulligan. That's crazy. Okay, besides that, for sure, like I said, early game is the weakness, so you're struggling against aggro decks. Aggro Shadow Priest, Beast Hunter, Beast Druid, and Taunt Druid are definitely super strong early game. Face Hunter is strong early game, so also problems against them. Shaman has a lot of tools to give you also trouble, as you see. I think the last game we saw was against Quest Shaman. It's a skill or whatever you want to talk it, luck matchup with the draw. We did it. Besides, that's very good. So that means what is hard to play, super aggro decks and Shamans are bad matchups, but with Shamans I think you see 52, 45, 45, 45. Burn Shaman, okay, super strong against us, but it's okay, it's playable. Quest Rogue, little bit hard, but it's okay. I mean, what is 48? That means he has a 52% win rate to play against us. Libram Pala is fine. Buff Paladin a little bit hard, but you see a lot of green. Warlock has kind of no chance. Warrior seems like hard when you know how to play against it. Very strong against Mage and some other things. And so Ram Druid has like no chance because, like I said, it's just a better version. So if you want to play the deck, it's I put it in the description. It's really fun to play. What is annoying is the mirror matchup. I mean, the mirror matchup is always a little bit luck depending. That's why I don't like to have mirror matchups. But it is how it is. If you can make a good win rate against mirror matchups, it definitely will help you up. So and you can learn also how to play against this deck. But like I said, it has not many weaknesses. The biggest weakness is the early game. So against early aggression, you can do something. You can do something, especially not a lot. That's how it is. Okay, guys. Have fun with this deck. It's very nice to play. I recommend it to you. It's also not that expensive. At the end, it has 2 legendaries, and I mean maybe you bought a package. Onyxia Lair, however it's called, with Kazakusan, so it would be the Wildheart Guff if you don't have it. It has some epics, the Glowfly Swarm and the Coldtooth Mine, but as I said, there's definitely a deck possible without the Glowfly Swarm. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. There's another video about the Spell Druid deck. This is only depending on Kazakusan at the end of the day. And okay, Coldtooth Mine is also inside, it's another epic, but like I said, you have here 2 epic cards and 2 legendaries. That's a normal deck. It's not super expensive, it's not super cheap, but it's definitely worth to make, and it's in a good state. Aggro decks are rising right now because a lot of Spell Druid gets played, so if I would recommend something, if you only want to climb hard and easy, it would be the Aggro Taunt Druid. And besides that, I can definitely recommend Spell Druid. Have fun, guys, in the ladder. I see you, and bye-bye. Like and subscribe if you want, and bye-bye.